the students who have joined today. They are the first year, second year, third year, fourth year. Which tier students they are?
Okay, sir. So most of the students who have joined today are from first and second year.
Okay,
First year
second
is
year.
at their home. Second year is has just came to college this month.
Okay, so I think I addressed them sometime earlier. Some of them at least, I think.
Yes,
No.
in different sessions. Yes, sir.
Yes, I
You
think
have.
we had session last time. We had something on mentoring also, and also before that. Uh, okay, some of these students might be there in those mentoring sessions. Yeah, probably. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. So if there is any focus here, Kshitij, you may put focus on me. I don't know. Is there anything which makes the video to focus or spotlight, etc. that you may see?
Done, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, welcome everyone for today's session, and it's nice to meet you on this through this electronic medium of MS Teams, and it's wonderful to see many of you joining. I think around 20 plus students have joined us today. That's wonderful, and you are here to learn something on time management, which is very wonderful again. So I'll begin with some story and try to relate with all of you. Your chat, you can communicate with me through your chat box. I'll be always looking at it, your chat box, as well as if anybody wants to speak when I ask you, you may also unmute yourself and you can we can discuss, because that way the meeting will be very wonderful. So please be attentive during this entire session, because I might ask you to speak anytime. I might ask you to just answer something which I say, or even speak to me something. Okay, so let's begin our discussion. I might show you a small PPT if needed, but let's see how it goes, because I like to involve you and let's together discuss something meaningful which can help you for your future years in your IIT. So first of all, it's a great milestone which you have achieved already, that you are in a good college like IIT BHU. So you are way ahead. Many people who look forward for such a situation, such a position in their life, right? Just like you are in second year, so 2 years ago you are also in anxiety. What will happen to my future? Whether will I get into a college as big as IIT? As will I get better opportunities or not? So similarly, there are many people who have not been able to get into a college like you. So you have an advantage, and as you have an advantage, I always say that those who are given more are expected to give back more. Right, those who are given more are expected to give back more, right? So since we are the privileged people, IITians, we should do something good with our time. And one of the good things we can do is come together and discuss how to use time. Okay, so let's begin our session today. So imagine, I want to start this with a short story. So imagine if, in fact, it's not just a story, it's like a thought process. So let me take you through a thought process. By the way, welcome. I just want to see who has come, at least the names of these students. If you can switch on your video anytime, it would be wonderful. I can see Kshitij. I think Kshitij is sitting in one of the common rooms or labs, laboratory or something like that. Good. And I also see there are other students: Chandan, Vishwas, Deepshika, Geetika, Harsh again, Sneha, Saket, Manan, Shruti, Kinshak, Nitin, Sagar, Utkarsh, Aditi, Shia, Deepshika. Okay, it's second time again, is it? Okay. Deepshika Verma, and then there is again another Deepshika. Deepshika Sinha, Muskan, Princey, Priya, Parth, Pokal Gautami, Rahul, then Raghu, then we have Vishnu, and I think Pratiksha. So thank you so much, each and every one of you, for joining us today. Now I want to take you through a thought process. Imagine if you get a bank account. So I'm sure that every one of you have opened a bank account after you came to BHU, right? Either SBI or PNB or some bank account. But imagine if you come to me and I help you open a bank account, and it's a very special bank account. So let me tell you the features, the package which you are getting with this bank account. So think about it, please. So the policy which this bank account has is very special. What is it? That whatever money you deposit in this bank account on a particular day, you have to utilize all that money on that day itself. So it has zero, so you can't take even 1 rupee for the next day. Whatever you deposit on a particular day, you have to consume all of that, utilize all of that on that day itself. If anything you are not able to use, so it deducts all that amount. But it has another wonderful policy also. What is that? That imagine it gives you 10,000 rupees every single day credited in your account. Think about it. So you are getting a bank account in which you can't carry over the balance, but you get every day, every single day 10,000 rupees. So if that was the situation, what would you do with that money which you will get? What will you do in such a situation? You can type it on the chat box and let me know. Imagine you're getting 10,000 rupees credited in your account every single day, but you can't carry over anything to the next day. What would you do? You can type it on the chat box. I would like to see that. What would you do if you have been given such a bank account with 10,000 rupees every single day you are getting? So Raghu is saying he will do investment. Okay, how much rupees, Raghu, will you invest? Would you invest 1,000 rupees every day, 2,000 rupees every day? What would you do? Kshitij is saying he will spend it all. Okay, but that means he would take out all the 10,000 rupees and spend it, right? He won't even leave 1 rupee also, right? In the bank account. Okay. Muskan is saying घूमने जाएंगे. Sneha is saying घूमने जाएंगे because 10,000 rupees you got, right? Okay. Muskan is saying I would try to utilize them in the best possible way and would try to utilize the most I could. So most means how much? 9,500 or 9,999 or all 10,000? How much money would you use, Muskan, or even Raghu? Muskan is saying all. We'll try for 10,000. Okay, good. So the point I'm telling is, if imagine not 10,000, now I'm giving you 20,000 rupees every single day. Now what will you do? Okay, Raghu is also saying 10,000 rupees he would do. If he gets 10,000, he will use 10,000. But what if I give you 20,000 rupees every day in this bank account? Then Nitin is saying now he will use 20,000. Okay, let's double it. If I give you 40,000 rupees every day, then what will you do? Yes, now it's so much money, right? 40,000 rupees every day. Now that's like really big. Probably none of you would have got in a month also 40,000 rupees from your father and mother, isn't it? So, but imagine every day you are getting 40,000 rupees. Okay, so now Muskan is saying now she will do a lot of charity. Okay. Good. Imagine I'm giving you 80,000 rupees every day. Let's double it. Now that's really big, isn't it? 80,000 every day, but with a condition that you can't carry over the balance to the next day. Now what will you do? Let me hear your thoughts out. Okay, some of you responded, others have not. So just type it out. What would you do if you are getting 80,000 every day? Shia is saying that I will not want this account. Really? It's too much headache, right? 80,000. You will get pressure. Okay. Thank you for your thoughts. Anyone else? What would you do if you are getting 80,000 rupees every single day? Now there is an important lesson, okay? I'm going to talk about it, but think about this first. If you're getting 80,000 rupees every single day, but you can't carry over the balance to the next day, what would you do? So Shia is saying that probably she won't want such an account because otherwise there is a large possibility of maybe misusing all that money also. Yes, probably. Maybe, but then you can have a good use also. Yes, what would you do? If you have 80,000 per day given, what would you do? So yes, she is saying, Nitin is saying, I will transfer the cash in another normal bank account. But imagine you can't do that. You can't do anything of that. You can't transfer it to anywhere else. You can only use it, spend it. That's all. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do helicopter ride. Huh? Sneha is saying that she will now use it for, say, so helicopter ride or many other, bungee jumping, many other adventures you can actually do. Fine. So Shia is also adding that it will be too much stress to handle, right? Now imagine, let's say you have 86,400 and 400 rupees every single day you are getting that. It is how much? 86,400. So I think this side is visible. 86,400. It's visible, right? Yeah. I think now you got what is it. Yes, Nitin, you're right. Nature has already given us such a bank account, or you can say it's called as time account, right? So whether you want it or not, you already have got a time account by nature where you are getting 86,400 seconds every single day. Not 10,000, not 20,000, not 30,000, not 40, but 86,400. That's too much. And that's a problem. Isn't it? I think you saw CI was saying that it's too much stress to handle it. How do you use it? And the problem with this time account is you can't carry even one single second to the next day. Right? So therefore, what we have to do is Kinshak is saying, so you don't want this life, is it? Well, we already are living, isn't it? Whether we want it or not, we are already living. Right. So what we need to do, my point is, we need to know how to handle this time account. So just like when you get a bank account worth where you are getting 80,000 or 86,000 rupees every day, you definitely have to also learn how to use the money. Right. Similarly, whether you want it or not, all of us are living. And the fact that we are living, we are getting 86,400 rupees every day. Or you can say seconds every day. So what do? We need to learn. So the very important lesson is time is a very great asset. It's a very, very great asset. In fact, it's more valuable than money also. I gave the comparison with money because we know the value of money. We know the value of rupees. But probably we may not know the value of time. Because actually time is much more important than money actually. Yeah. So in fact, if you use your time properly, you can earn all the money, isn't it? So we need to learn to use the credit which we are getting every single day in our time account. And if we don't learn it, as there are many responses, we may not be able to use it properly. So one response is we may not be able to use it fully, right? We may not be able to use it fully as you saw, or we may even get stressed. What should we do with all this? It's too much stress to handle, right? Or there can be even other chances is that we might misuse the time, and that may actually lead to problems in the future. So since we already have got a heavy responsibility of 86,400 seconds, we need to learn it, and that's what we are doing today. So shall I tell you more now how we can use this account, time account? Does it develop a sufficient interest in understanding that this great asset which we are getting for free every day is actually going to decide our destiny in the future? The way you use this every single day, that way your future is going to be, right? So it's a very big responsibility, right? I think, did you all understand how big a responsibility it is to learn how to use this asset which we have got? The biggest asset of a human being is that they have this time with them, right? In fact, if you want to know the cost of money, you should, the cost of time, you should ask a person who is about to die, right? Suppose if somebody gets an accident, they're about to die, they are ready, they're wanting, like, I want 1 more minute, I want 1 more day, I want 1 more year, right? So people are just, when they get this oxygen, like in Corona time, we have seen that people were like ready to pay any amount of money for getting 1 oxygen cylinder for their relatives. Why? Because they want them to live. And the fact that they are living, they are getting this asset of 86,400 seconds every single day, right? So we know that time is even much more valuable. As Chanakya Pandit says also in one of the Sanskrit shlokas, he says that time is more valuable than all the wealth of the world. Why? Because you cannot get back one moment also by paying all the money of the world. Like imagine you are about to sit inside a train, you are wanting to catch a train or you wanted to catch a flight. Has it ever happened with you that you missed a flight or missed a train? I'm not sure it happened with you because you are just entering into engineering college. But maybe, maybe you are going for a picnic or with your parents, etc. Has it ever happened that you missed a flight or you missed a train? Like it has happened with me. I have missed flights also, trains also because of some mismanagement or whatever. So if you are about to miss a train or about to miss a flight, you always look at your watch and say, oh, if I just get 5 more minutes, I can reach on time. If I get just 1 minute, 2 minutes, like sometimes you just arrive on a railway platform and you observe that the train has started moving. And then you feel like if I can get just back 1 minute, I would have entered the train, you see. Similarly, all of your students, you all know the cost of time. Like sometimes students say that I am writing an exam. If I just get 5 more minutes, that's all, I can actually get more marks. I would have got better rank or I would have got, at least passing marks or whatever. You have seen that anxiety when you know something, when you want to answer it, where the time is running away. Time is just going out of your hand. Isn't it? So that time, every second counts. Or have you seen that when you start racing, when you are running in a race, right? So you feel like, oh, if I had few more seconds, I would have gone further, you see. I would have gone more ahead. I would have done this also or that also. How many of you ever seen this pressure that you wanted more time in life? Now, can any one of you relate an incident from your life where you wanted more time in your life? Where you felt that, oh, time was running away. I was praying, oh, I can get 1 more minute or 5 more minutes or 1 more day or whatever. Like sometimes people are preparing for IIT JEE and they come to me and say, because I give a lot of programs, motivational seminars. So they say, some students come and say, sir, I could not study last so many months, but now JEE is next year, next month. Can I pass? I said, of course, you work hard, then you can do something. And then they say 5 days are remaining in the exam. Sir, I did not study. I hope that if I get 1 more day or 5 more days or 7 more days or something, but then it's too late, right? It's too late. We realize sometimes the value of time only when we have missed the opportunity. Like जब हमारा train already छूट गया है या flight already छूट गया है तब पता चलता है रे time is so valuable, right? Sometimes in life it happens like that. Has any one of you got an incident from your personal life where you felt that you wanted more time but you did not get? Any one of you? So Sajjad Ali was saying yes, it happened. Okay, anyway, any one of you can unmute yourself and speak. One incident from your life where you said you thought that you wanted more time. Any one of you? I told my incidents, my own personal life, right? I missed a flight. I was in Bangalore. I was wanting to go else somewhere, but I missed a flight. And I was looking at I was sitting in the taxi and I was thinking like, oh, if we can just go this way, maybe we can save 5 minutes, then we'll reach here. Oh, why is the traffic coming so much today? Why is there traffic, etc., etc. You get those thoughts. You want to control time. But the problem is we only want to manage time and control time when it is already going out of our hand. That is the biggest problem of the world. Only when it is going out of our hand already, that's the time we think that, oh, time is so valuable, time is so precious, time is so important. But can you give an incidence? Like I want to relate to your life, your student life. You're in second year, you have come to IIT BHU campus, most of you have come. So let me know from you, when did you felt in your life that, oh, you wanted more time? Has it ever happened with anyone? If it has happened, maybe you can share an incidence. It will help all the others also if you share your personal life incidents.
I'll share one common incident that happened.
Okay, Kshitij, yeah, you can share. Yeah, you can share.
Like, for all of us who came to college in 2019, we wanted to enjoy college. We did our first semester in campus. Then in March beginning, Corona came and we had to shift to online. So we wanted more time at that time. We felt like we need more time. We want to enjoy our first year. Then started online and we started studying. about skills and all. And later on, when we were like wasting time, using time at the same time, at the time when we got the news of college reopening, we felt like we need more time to prepare even more, and then we came to offline. So at both the times, at both the instances, we felt this need of wanting more time. First time to enjoy more, second time to prepare more.
Okay, okay, yeah. Suppose if your professor messages you today and says that you have your end semester on Monday, you will say, Arey, what will you say? Sir, I need more time, isn't it? Then the professor will say, but I already gave you time so much, right? Every single day you had so much time. I have given you so many classes. You had got so many opportunities to revise. Why didn't you revise that time? Why didn't you do? Oh, no, no, sir, no. Now we will revise it. Now we give us more time. See, in life, this is what the problem is. Only when we have lost the opportunity, we realize the value of time, actually. But the essence of time management is, you see, time is like, now I'll give you some analogy. Time is like a fast running man. He's running very fast, and its speed is too fast, right? It's a fast running man who has no hairs, and he's not wearing a wig also. So he's bald, totally bald. He's completely bald, correct? He has no hairs, and he's not wearing a shirt, on the top also. He's not even wearing a vest also. He's just running fast. He's running, fast. Now, if you want to catch this man who's running fast, you can't catch him from behind. He does not have any hairs. He's not wearing a shirt. Just running so fast, you can't catch him from behind. He's already gone. If you want to catch the time from behind, you will miss the opportunity. He'll slip out of your hands. He will slip out of your hands, you see. But if you go in front, you can catch him. So please remember, you can only catch the time from the front. You can never catch the time from the back. That is the biggest problem, the biggest thing we have to realize while doing time management. Can you please repeat this? Please remember this always. Time is like a fast running man who has no hairs, and he has put oil all over his body also, so more slippery. So if you try to catch him from behind, it will always slip out of your hands. You can only catch time from the front. That's all. That's the only possibility. And what does that mean? Right? It means that before the moment arrives, before the time comes, catching the time from front means before the time arrives or the moment comes. Let us say now it is 1 minute to 5. Right? I think it's like, or maybe it's almost 5 o'clock. Say 5:05. If we want to catch 5:05, we will have to plan at 5:00 at least. Right? We'll have to plan it from the front. Before the time arrives, we'll have to be ready with a plan to do something with it. Otherwise, it will just go away. Please remember this. What is it? If you want to catch the time, you have to catch it from the front. But what is the meaning of catching it? Catching it means you should be ready with a plan to do something with your time. If you're not ready, it will just fly away. You won't be able to catch it from the back. It will just fly away. So, does it make sense? Does it make sense, right? So we only lament when the time has passed away, but we don't do anything when we have, time with us. That is the biggest problem of life. So now let me tell you, what does the time management mean? Would you like to know what is exactly time management? I'll play a game with you now. I have a ball game. We are going to play a ball game. Are you ready to play a ball game with me? Huh? Are you ready to play? Everyone?
Yes,
I got to see you. At least you can type on the chat box. You can at least say yes. So there are 20 plus students attending or whatever. So at least you can chat with me and say yes. If you are wanting to know what exactly is time management, I'll teach you through a ball game. So you are ready to play a ball game? You can say yes. You can say yes if you are ready to. And then we are going to come to a very interesting part of the program. Many things we can teach you today, but something let us discuss. You can use your chat box. I will be able to see your response. Okay, yeah, I got. Okay, there was time delay. So yes, Muskan, I am seeing Rajashri. Okay, is it Rajashri who is the coordinator of this club, of this SCS? Okay, and Sajjad and Yogesh and Shitesh and Nitin and Utkarsh and Kinshuk and Saket. At least these are hearing. Right? Others I don't know. So if you say something on the chat box, at least I'll know you are there. So then, okay, of course, Sneha is also there. Fine. So let us play a ball game. It's very interesting. Huh? Let's play a ball game. Let's play a ball game together. It's interesting, huh? Very interesting. Through this game, you will get a very wonderful lesson to learn. I'll focus on this. Okay, so let us say you have a huge basket. You know, it's a very huge basket. It's like a bucket, huge bucket. Inside this, you have a lot of balls filled. I'm just showing you, like, huge number of balls are there, thousands of balls, small balls. Okay, so you have small, huge number of balls which are there. Each of this ball is numbered between 1 to 100. Okay, each of this ball is numbered between 1 to 100. And you have team A and you have team B. Two teams. Okay, let's play this ball game. Fine, very wonderful. Okay, Ankit is also there. Shruti is also there with us. Fine, thank you. Playing the game together. All right, so you have so many thousands of balls here. And what is the game that you have to pull out? You have 10 seconds with you. You have to pull out as many balls as you can. And what you have to maximize? You have to maximize your score. So what is your score? The score will be the sum of whatever number is written on the balls. So each of the ball has a number of 1 to 100. And you have to draw out the balls, and whatever will be the sum total of the number which you get on the written on the balls, that's your score. Right? So shall we play this? Let's see what happened. Huh? So two teams are playing, team A and team B. They are playing this game. Let's see what's the strategy which they used. So strategy of A, I'll write first about it. What was the strategy of A? So A came and said, okay, I have to pull out. I have only 10 seconds. And he, started clicking. And he said, oh, 10 seconds are there. Oh, I have to pull out as many balls I can. So he started putting, and you can draw one ball at a time only. Huh? That was the policy. Not that, 100 balls or 20 balls you can take out. One ball at a time. You have to keep it and then take out, keep it, take out, keep it, like that. So he started picking up whatever was there in the front. He started picking it up and started, catching. So he could catch 5 balls. They were heavy. He had to keep it in a place. So he could catch in 10 seconds, he could get only five balls, whatever was there on the top. But the problem was on the top, there were only low numbered balls. So he got 1, he got 3, he got 11, he got some 21, and he got some 30. What is the count? What's the sum? Can anyone say? What is the sum?
66.
66. Only 66. That's what his sum was. Now, let us see what B did. So B thought he had got 10 seconds. So B said, well, I have to maximize my score. So what I have to do, it's not the number of balls which I have to maximize, it's the score which I have to maximize. So what did B do? B very intelligently, he started scanning through these balls and started seeing very quickly, okay, which is the biggest number of ball which I can catch. So he got, in the first attempt, he got something like 72. He picked up one ball. And then he saw the second ball and he got something like 81. And the third ball, like 56. So what is the sum? Only 3 balls he could catch in 10 seconds. But what was the sum of this?
209.
Yes. 208.
9.
209. Fine, great. Now that's very interesting. Well, A was working very hard, B was working very smart. Can you repeat? While A was working very hard, whereas B was working very smart. That is the essence of time management. Yeah, thank you, Sajjad. You see, the essence of time management is not that we keep working hard. The essence of time management is that we should use a strategy while using our time. Right? While using our time. Very important. So what's the strategy? Let's look at what the strategy was. It has a very important time lesson for us. What the time management lesson. I will teach you time management through this ball game only. You will see many lessons will come out. We'll see that. So one of it is that it's not that, so some people come to me and say, sir, I want to do this also, that also, like so many boys, so many students, they come to me and say, I want to do so many things in my life. I want to, in the morning, I want to do this also, I want to learn guitar playing also, I want to read this book also, I want to play cricket also, and I want to sleep also, and I want to get good marks also, I want to fly abroad also, I want to get foreign internship also, I want this banking sector job also. Data science is also very good. And today AI is on the, AI is fire. So now AI has come up, and maybe I should do PhD also. Maybe I will, and I want to get married early also. But I want a bungalow also. But I also want a Rolls Royce also. But EV is going on. I want electrical vehicle also. Maybe I have to, maybe I should start learning investment in stock market also. So many. When people talk to me, I have always observed in them, they are like A. They are not like B. They are like A. They want to do too many things in too less amount of time. Most of the people of the world, when they're serious about doing something in life, they want to do too many things in too little time, which is never possible. So therefore they go into panic. And that's what happened with A. So A thought, oh, I have to get so many balls, as many balls as possible, then I will maximize the score. But that's not the point. See, life is about utilizing your time carefully. Nobody will get unlimited amount of time. It's all about which activity will you go and choose to do. That matters a lot, and that is where the choice matters. You see, life is not about doing too many things. Life is about doing important things. Okay, again I am saying, life is not about doing too many things, right? Which is what college culture usually is. I have seen so many college students. Usually the college culture is people want to imitate somebody. They get some information, they get some message, they get some program, they get some this. Somebody says AI, somebody says data science, somebody says PhD, somebody, it's like seasons. Seasons go and keep changing, right? Similarly, people's mood, thoughts keep changing because so many ideas you get in a college. Like some professor says sometime, some friend of yours says something, then another senior says something. So you get a lot of thoughts and you want to do everything all together, but that never happens. That can never be done. Therefore, most students don't use their time properly. What happened with him? He only got a poor score of 66. Well, the maximum he could get is unlimited, but he could have utilized properly and get much better than 66, right? As was the case with B. So we understood that it's not about doing too many things or getting too many balls. It's about picking up the right balls. You see, time management is all about picking up the right thing to do, not to do too many things, but rather picking up the right thing to do in life. Okay, time is going to be limited. I am going to put my energy and my time into important priority activities only. That is very important. Life is short, life is limited, time is limited, but I want to put my time and energy into things which matters for me the most. Again I am repeating, in what things? In things which matter for me the most. So students, we are going to do an exercise very soon. It's going to be really wonderful. If you understand this concept, this can be transforming your life. This can change your every single day, the way you are living. So please hear this attentively. Now again, I'll go back to this game and tell you one more lesson from this. Very important. You see, each of these balls are having the number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. The higher the number, the more important the ball becomes as far as the score is concerned. Higher the number, the more important the ball becomes, which means we have to realize in life, all activities are not of equal value. In life, all activities are not of equal value. Some activities have great value attached. Some activities have very little value attached. Okay, right? So therefore, the time management is all about, the strategy of time management is invest, I'm sorry, yeah, invest your time in priority activities. Okay, priority activities. What are those activities which are most important for you, valuable for you? Find them out and use your time for them. That is what life is all about. That's what the choice which each and everyone has. Hmm? Our life, every day we are playing this ball game. When you wake up in the early morning, you have this whole bucket full of 86,400 seconds and different activities which you can do. So you have, no, sorry, you have 86,400 seconds to play the game, and you have so many activities filled in this bucket which you can pick up. Every single day we play this game actually, but we are not realizing. Right now you will realize time management is an interesting game, right? So you have to pick up the most important priority activities which are having the weight attached to it. That is where you have to spend time. So now you are going to tell me in your life at present which activities are priority activities and which activities are not priority activities, because you have a choice between them. The defining choice of life is whether you invest your time in priority activities, important activities, or not important activities. This is the only choice which you have. Time is anyway going to flow only. It's only going to take, it's going to flow. You can't manage time. So as they say, sometimes they say, right, that no one can manage time. Time is, going away only. What we can do? We can do priority management. We can't do time management. The time is going to flow away only. You can't stop time, right? What you can do? You can do priority management. You can make a conscious choice of using your time for priority activities, not for unimportant, less important, or of no important activities. So can you tell me now, as a student in your second year, what are these priority activities and what are the activities which are going to waste your time a lot? Okay, let's make this two lists. I want to ask you, because it's not me who has to do this time management. Of course, I am doing it every day. How do I do every day? You see, there is I always keep this notepad, and it is filled with priority activities of the day. Like you can't see probably, it's very small, right? Handwriting. Right. So it's filled. I am not, I do this every day. Not every day. Maybe you can say now I've become quite kind of used to a lot of time management. So like I have this lots of activities. Like you see, all pages are filled up, different color. It's not like first time I am doing this for showing you. I do this very regularly. Like these are list of my priority activities of the day, or maybe sometimes of a week. I have many projects to handle in life. Like so many. Sometimes they are like long-term projects for 1 year. I plan for them, not in this book, in this notebook. If I have to plan for a year big project, then I have some separate big huge register where I plan and chalk out my whole time zone timeline. But these are like daily activities list. So I have so many things to do. Quite a busy person. So I have to write down. I want to invest my time in priority activities. So you can see all that it's all filled, right? So this I do every day, almost like every day. So if you can, as I told you, you cannot catch the time from back. You can only catch the time from front, and you can do this. This is what it means. It means to write down the priority activities in which you are going to invest your today. So can I ask you, what are those priority activities? It may differ for some of you, but many of the things may be common also. It may help others. Can you give yourself 60 seconds and make a list for yourself of priority activities? Can I give you 60 seconds and you can all do that? It will be very helpful. You have come to attend this program. I think this is the best I can do for you. Make you realize that your time is valuable. It's very important, and you need to invest them into your priority activities. So please write down what are your priority activities. Let's give you 60 seconds now. Yes. You can make a list actually. It will be helpful if you write down, because if it's in the mind, it will evaporate very soon. If you write down after the program also, you can look at it. Maybe in your diary, maybe in your mobile also, whatever. Just make a list of at least 2 or 3 or 4, activities which you feel like they are very important. They are like high priority, like ball numbering 100. Yes, the ball which was numbering 100, big ball, it's like most important ball. If you pick up 100, that's like you get a very big, score. List of priority activities. Okay. Hope you got your list. So would you like to, if you want, you can type it now, or you can open up your mic and you can tell us one by one. Some of you can tell us what are your priority activities which you feel very critical, very important, most important activities in which you should spend your time. Yes. Yes, yes. I would like to make this priority list because it can help all of us. Anyone would like to begin? So I have not heard from some of you. If I have to pick up and choose, then I would like to hear from those who have not yet spoken to me, with me. Sorry. So like maybe Achyuta or Ashutosh, maybe if you want to speak, or Deepak. I see many of you are there here. Wonderful. I hope that you are enjoying your time with me. You are learning something valuable. So whatever little time we have now with us, we can use it best. If you can tell us what are some of those priority activities which you would like to invest your time in? Because it might help each and every one of the students who are hearing this actually, because like I have to make it relevant to you. Like for me, my priority activities will be very different. So I am not telling them. I am asking you as a student in second year or third year, most of you are in second year. What are those very high priority activities which you need to do? Okay, so we have here. Yeah, okay. So Nitin is saying competitive programming. So maybe if you want a job, sorry, if you want a job in software companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, many things are coming, you know, Facebook, Twitter, or any such companies like Netflix, like most of these technology oriented companies, or maybe PayPal, all these companies, you need competitive programming and stuff like that, right? So coding and competitive programming for those who want to go for competitive programming. Those who want to go for software job, like I was selected in Adobe, you know, so of course I had to give a lot of time for coding, right? But that's not the higher priority activity for everybody. This is for those who want to go for software jobs. So if you are in mechanical branch also, still if you are looking at software jobs, then you have to spend your time here. That's a higher priority activity. Do you understand this what I'm speaking? Because like you have to foresee the fact that you want to give a priority to an activity. You have to foresee your life for in the future. You have to ask this question: what am I going to be after 2 years? What am I going to be after 4 years? What am I going to be after doing after 10 years, after 20 years, after 30 years, after 40 years, after 50 years, after 60 years? So then you have to plan up next 40, 50, 60 years. Where am I going to be? Have you ever asked this question to you? What are you going to be doing after 40 years of your life? And after 40 years, what would you consider as a meaningful use of your 40 years of life? These are the valuable questions you should ask yourself today. Please take these questions from me. Like I am not going to give you answers here in this session. The most important thing which I can do for you is I can give you questions, the right questions to ask yourself. You see, the greatest teachers in life are not those who give answers. The greatest teachers in life are those who give us the right questions to ask ourselves. Very important thing you should remember, huh? So therefore I am here to give you the right questions to ask yourself. Have you thought about it? What your life will be after 40 years or 50 years from now? Have you thought about it? If you not, please start thinking. What would you consider a meaningful use of your time? Like कि मैंने भाई जीवन जिया है ना, 40 साल मैंने अच्छा कुछ किया काम, 40 साल के बाद, 50 साल के बाद, when you are 50 years, when you are 60 years of age, 70 years of age, आपको ऐसा लगना चाहिए, you should feel like I lived my life, you know, the best way I wanted, है कि नहीं? तो इसीलिए today you have to start thinking on that. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि regret हो हमको 50 साल के बाद, अरे मैंने जो करना था वो किया नहीं, मैंने वेस्ट कर दिया अपना टाइम. You know, there is a book which is written by Bronnie Ware. You know, इसको आप टाइप कर सकते हैं, आप गूगल पे आप लोग एक्सपर्ट हो, मुझसे ज्यादा एक्सपर्ट हो सर्चिंग करने में है कि नहीं? तो आप सर्च कर सकते हो. ब्रॉनी वेयर ने एक किताब लिखी थी, दिस इज लाइक बेस्ट सेलिंग बुक, which says that 5 regrets of the dying man. You can say men, but it also included women. So it's just a title. 5 regrets of dying men, right? So she actually says that one of the top most regret of the people when they die is they always say I did not use my time properly, I could not do what I wanted to do in life. This is the regret of maximum number of people. तो देखो मैं आपको स्लाइड्स नहीं दिखा रहा हूँ, मेरे पास स्लाइड्स भी है, लेकिन क्या हो जाता है कि सिर्फ स्लाइड्स से कम्युनिकेट करने से इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं आता स्टूडेंट्स को, राइट? सो आई कैन शो यू स्लाइड्स, आई कैन शो यू पिक्चर, बट आई थिंक यू आर ऑल टेक savvy. You can just type Bronnie Ware, BRONNIE Ware, you know. So Bronnie Ware, she wrote a book, best selling book, the top 5 regret of dying men. उसका लिस्ट आ जाएगा गूगल पे, डायरेक्टली इसका समरी भी अवेलेबल है कि नहीं? तो ये सब आप कर सकते हो, है ना, मेरे को बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. I am here to give you some resources, right? This is a very important resource. तो अगर हम लोगों के जीवन से सीख सकते हैं, राइट, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम द अदर पीपल लाइफ, वी विल नॉट डू द सेम मिस्टेक, राइट? अरे भाई जीवन में दूसरे ने मिस्टेक किया, मेरे को नहीं करना ना वो सेम मिस्टेक, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द मिस्टेक ऑफ मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल? द मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दे रिग्रेट दैट आई डिड नॉट यूज माय टाइम प्रॉपर्ली, आई कुड नॉट डू व्हाट आई वांटेड टू डू फ्रॉम लाइफ. तो ऐसा हमारे साथ नहीं हो जाना चाहिए, है कि नहीं? देखो मुस्कान मेरा प्रोग्राम अटेंड कर रही है, क्षितिज अटेंड कर रहे हैं, है ना, सज्जद अटेंड कर रहे हैं, रंजन अटेंड कर रहे हैं. तो आपके साथ ऐसा ना हो जाए, इसीलिए मैं आपको आज बोल रहा हूँ क्या कि आपको अभी से देखना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट आर योर 40-50 इयर्स ऑफ लाइफ, क्या करना चाहते हो भाई तुम जीवन के साथ. कोई सोचता है मैं कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग करूंगा, ठीक है, इज इट व्हाट योर नेचर इज दिस व्हाट योर हार्ट इज टेलिंग यू, और इज दिस व्हाट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अदर्स? सो डू नॉट लिसन द वॉइस आउटसाइड ऑफ यू, स्टार्ट हियरिंग द वॉइस व्हिच इज इनसाइड ऑफ यू. This is another very important thing. If you want to decide priorities in life, right, don't go by what simply other people are telling you, you know, competitive programming is good for you, or AI is good for you, or like, you know, I'm going to read so many things which are coming here, right? Some of you may say, yeah, Bronnie Ware, Siddish wrote it, no? So like this is good for you, that is good for you. नहीं, आपके heart में क्या आ रहा है? What is your heart? What is your, you know, inner voice telling to you? You have to start hearing your inner voice, not your outer voice, you know, जो बाहर से आता रहता है, कभी कभी हमारे ही मन से बाहर आ जाता है, चलो वीडियो गेम प्ले करते हैं, है ना. सो बट दैट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू, यू आल्सो नो इट, राइट? सो व्हाट आर योर प्रायोरिटी एक्टिविटीज यू शुड सी, एंड फॉर दैट यू हैव टू गो इनसाइड, यू हैव टू गो विदिन, यू हैव टू गो इनसाइड. 5 regrets of dying people, something like that, the name is, the book's name is 5 regrets of dying. You just type 5 regrets, you will get that. Bronnie Ware, the name is already there, right? So क्या करना चाहते हैं आप, what exactly you want to do, that is very very important. अगर ये डिसाइड नहीं किया तो आप ये डिसाइड नहीं कर पाओगे कि क्या ये important है कि नहीं. If you have not understood what you want to do in life, right, you will never be able to understand what is important for you. और बाद में रिग्रेट करोगे, अरे मेरा 2 साल चला गया, अरे मेरा 1 साल चला गया, अरे मेरा इतना सारा टाइम चला गया. तो we are not supposed to become like herd mentality, you know, like there are many sheep which are going in one direction and we are also going in that direction. ऐसा नहीं करना ना हमें. We don't, most people do like that, but you should not do like that. Therefore the essence of time management is मेरा टाइम मेरे लिए important है और उसको मैं प्रायोरिटी एक्टिविटी में यूज करना चाहता हूँ. तो डिसाइड करो मैं जीवन के साथ क्या करना चाहता हूँ. So naturally, if you want to say, you can say studying is important in second year. If you are in second year, third year, fourth year, definitely studies are important. Academics is important, you know. Internship is important. Job is important. ठीक है, मगर उससे भी ज़्यादा important है क्या पढ़ना है, कौन सा जॉब लेना है, ये ज़्यादा important है ना. क्या पढ़ना है, ठीक है, मैं मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर आ गया भाई, बन गया, लेकिन मैं बनना चाहता हूँ क्या, या फिर क्योंकि पापा बोल रहे थे, मम्मी बोल रही थी, कि फ्रेंड बोल रहा था कि यार रैंक नहीं आई भाई, यू नो, लोगों का रिग्रेट होता है. अरे सर क्या करें, मैं तो कंप्यूटर साइंस ज्वाइन करना चाहता था, रैंक ही नहीं आई. ब्रांच चेंज करना चाहता था लेकिन सीजीपीए नहीं आई. अरे ये कंपनी ज्वाइन करना चाहता था लेकिन इंटरव्यू नहीं, कॉल ही नहीं आई. सो हम लोग रिग्रेट नहीं करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है. लाइफ प्रेजेंट्स वेरी अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू यू. एक नहीं, बहुत सारे अपॉर्चुनिटीज होते हैं. पहले ये डिसाइड करो क्या करना चाहते हो, what exactly you want to do. Therefore the first important thing you have to do, first priority thing you have to do, this is what is important. Competitive programming, AI, whatever, different people will go in different directions, so I am not writing it there. The first thing which I am writing it here is that you need to decide what you want to do with life. Decide your direction. सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते, ये प्रॉब्लम है. एक जीवन में सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते. पहले अंदर जाओ, go internalize and analyze yourself. एनालाइज, पीसफुली एनालाइज करो। इसीलिए मेरा करियर चॉइस प्रोग्राम भी मैं देता हूँ, बहुत सारे बच्चों को देता हूँ। मैं भी करियर चॉइस बुक मैं एज ए नॉवल प्रोड्यूस करना चाहता हूँ, स्पेशली फॉर स्टूडेंट्स लाइक ऑल ऑफ यू। इट विल टेक टाइम। हाँ भाई, इसमें समय लगता है। एक बुक लिखने के लिए बहुत पूरा जीवन डालता हूँ मैं उसमें, बहुत समय लगता है। सो इट विल टेक टाइम। I have a book on time management that you can read if you want to. I have written that book earlier. So I am writing a book on career choice as a novel. हाँ, but it will take time. So सबसे पहला important चीज जो होती है ना, एनालाइज करना होता है अपने आप को। We have to analyze your own strengths. What are your strengths बाबा? सबको सब कुछ नहीं दिया ना भगवान ने। अब देखो क्षितिज इतना स्मार्ट लगते हैं अभी सभी लोग क्षितिज की तरह से स्मार्ट नहीं लग सकते ना, है कि नहीं? Everyone is not like Kshitiz, right? अभी similarly some of you may have somebody is very tall. सबको भगवान ने वो दिया नहीं है कि everybody is not tall, right? Somebody is short also, but everybody has strengths. Some strength everybody has got. So that is what we have to find out. ये सबसे important कार्य है आपका। अभी as a student अगर मुझसे पूछोगे आपको क्या करना है, भले ही मैथ्स पढ़ना है या फिर केमिस्ट्री पढ़ना है या फिर आपका ये अभी मैकेनिकल पढ़ना है, इलेक्ट्रिकल पढ़ना है, पता नहीं मुझे, क्योंकि 90% ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स डोंट ज्वाइन द जॉब्स इन द स्ट्रीम इज दे स्टडी इन, है ना? पहली बात तो हमारे भारत का जो सच्चाई है वो आपको पता चलना चाहिए, है कि नहीं? कि भाई कॉलेज एक चीज पढ़ाता है और जॉब दूसरी चीज जगह जाके करता है। मेरा खुद का भी वही ना, राइट? आई वाज अ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर। अरे मैकेनिकल मुझे कभी पढ़ना था नहीं, आई नेवर वांटेड टू स्टडी मैकेनिकल, है ना? सो but I studied mechanical, but what am I doing? Am I doing an activity as a mechanical engineer? Not at all, right? I am a career guide. I am a life coach for people. I am an author. I am an educationalist. This is what I wanted to do in life. समझ रहे? This is what I wanted to do because I have some strengths. कैसे पता चलेगा? I have some strengths. I can analyze certain things. I have a passion for helping people. I have a passion for seeing that people do their best. ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है, ये करना मुझे अच्छा लगता है। आपको हेल्प करना कि you do the best in your life, ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है। क्या करूं? अच्छा लगता है तो अच्छा लगता है ना? किसी को नहीं अच्छा लगता ये। कोई बोलता है अरे क्या इतना क्या करना है, नहीं मेरे को नहीं इतना करना, राइट? सो किसी को दूसरा चीज अच्छा लगता है। सो स्ट्रेंथ्स प्लस व्हाट यू लाइक टू डू, व्हाट यू लाइक टू डू, ये दो चीज को एनालाइज करना आपके लिए इस समय सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। स्ट्रेंथ का मतलब होता है व्हाट यू कैन डू वेल एंड व्हाट यू लाइक टू डू इज योर पैशन। सो जब स्ट्रेंथ्स और पैशन कंबाइन हो जाते हैं तब आपका करियर बन जाता है। समझ रहे हैं आप? सो एवरी वन ऑफ यू हैव डिफरेंट स्ट्रेंथ्स, इसीलिए कोई दूसरे से कंपेयर नहीं करना चाहिए, है ना? आप क्या कर सकते हो? यू कैन टेक इंस्पिरेशन। ओके, अमल एम दास करते हैं, ही इज अ लाइफ कोच, मुझे अच्छा लगता है, आई ऑल्सो वांट टू डू। ठीक है, यू कैन ऑल्सो डू। आई एम डूइंग इन वन वे, यू विल बी एबल टू डू इन अनदर वे। इंस्पिरेशन ले सकते हैं बट वी कैन नॉट इमिटेट अनदर पर्सन। प्लीज रिमेंबर, इंस्पिरेशन यू कैन टेक, यू कैन नेवर इमिटेट अनदर पर्सन। वो कर नहीं पाओगे, करेक्ट? सो स्ट्रेंथ्स प्लस व्हाट यू लाइक टू डू, व्हाट गिव्स यू दैट जॉय, अच्छा लगता है, इफ आई डू दिस आई फील लाइक यस। सो इसको डिस्कवर नहीं करते लोग। मैं बता रहा हूँ सबसे बड़ा रिग्रेट जो होता है ना, अगर मैं किसी स्टूडेंट को एडवाइस करूंगा तो मैं यही करूंगा कि भाई आप लोग अभी अच्छे एज पे हो, आप लोग का अभी एनीवे फ्यूचर तो आप लोग का सिक्योर हो ही रहा है क्योंकि आप इतने अच्छे कॉलेज में हो, तो इसको कर लो, ये बेस्ट है। राइट नाउ दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड डू, एनालाइज व्हाट आर योर स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड व्हाट्स द पैशन, व्हाट इज इट व्हिच यू लाइक टू डू, एंड देन सेकंड very important thing is choose a purpose. After you have analyzed your strengths and your what you like to do, your passion, then choose a purpose. सबसे important बच्चों, मैं ये बताऊंगा आपको, जीवन में अगर खुशी चाहिए ना तो आपको एक किसी हायर पर्पस के लिए काम करना आना चाहिए। सिंपल सी बात है। People cannot enjoy life to the maximum. You cannot be happy to the maximum till the time you are focused on yourself. What I want to do with my time? I want to be happy myself. नहीं. If you are thinking I want to be happy myself, you won't be able to be happy. ये सबसे बड़ा डायलेमा होता है लाइफ का। If you are focusing only on yourself that I want to be happy myself, आप जीवन में हैप्पी नहीं कर सकते। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपकी माँ खुश नहीं है, अगर आपके डैडी खुश नहीं है, आपकी सिस्टर या फ्रेंड या फिर बाद में स्पाउस खुश नहीं है, तो आप खुश हो जाओगे क्या? आपकी खुशी इज सम टोटल ऑफ सम ऑफ द पीपल हु आर अराउंड यू, वेदर दे आर हैप्पी और नॉट, है कि नहीं? तो एक्चुअली जीवन का लाइफ ये चीज लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है कि एक्चुअली यू डोंट हैव टू फोकस ऑन योर हैप्पीनेस, यू हैव टू हेल्प अदर्स टू बिकम हैप्पी। दैट्स द फॉर्मूला ऑफ हैप्पीनेस। You're getting? The formula of happiness is not that I focus on myself becoming happy, but trying to help others, making them happy. That's what gives us happiness and satisfaction. अगर आप खुद देख सकते हैं ना, खाली खाना खाने से इस मुंह से थोड़ा सा एंजॉयमेंट मिलता है, मगर उसी खाने को दूसरे को देने से कितना सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलता है. Especially if you are giving to somebody who is in need, right? Especially if you are giving to someone who is in great need, you feel great happiness and satisfaction. Hundreds of meals you have taken, I have taken, you will not be able to enjoy that as much as that satisfaction which you get by feeding a person who is in need. Same way, the formula of life is choose a purpose to live for. Use your passion and energy and strengths for a higher purpose. This is what you should be doing. अब ये एक बड़ा ऑब्जेक्टिव है, इसको आप अगर कर लोगे तो you will become very very focused on your time, because इसको करने के लिए समय चाहिए होता है. We want to do something in life. हमें कुछ करना है. Yeah, we want, each and every one of us want to leave an impact in life. Kshitij, are you hearing me? Your video got still. Are you hearing me, Kshitij and others? Am I relevant? Am I trying to understand you? We can open up for question and answers now. Surely, Kshitij, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Actually, I just got some issues with my internet.
No problem. No problem.
No, it's okay.
Could you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Now we can go on for questions. Actually, one
let's
question
go for the
was
question
left
answers.
earlier.
Let's go for the question answers. Yes.
So there was one question by Yogesh. Respected sir, I have a query that when I prioritize my work, some things are left which makes me feel regretful of not doing it. So how can we stop ourselves from being regretful?
Next day के लिए plan करो. Always we start planning 100% of the things which we plan, we may not be able to do them on a single day. We can take it to the next day. See, time management में ये सबसे important चीज है कि are you using your time for the right purpose or not? If you are using your time for the right purpose, you will not regret. है ना? You will not regret. But if you are not using your time for the right purpose, you will regret a lot. You will be maybe not immediately, but after a while you will start feeling, अरे मैंने क्या कर दिया? ये क्या कर दिया? मैंने अपने समय को क्यों खो दिया? So if you are using your time for the right purpose, don't be in anxiety. किसी ने कभी भी जो भी प्लान किया था सब कुछ वो, हम भगवान नहीं है ना, we are not God. That everything which we plan, everything we can do. ऐसा नहीं होता. But we should try and keep trying our best. Learn करो, शायद हमने waste कर दिया कहीं time. Maybe I wasted my time somewhere, so let me use my time more effectively tomorrow. So we should keep learning from our mistakes rather than regretting. We should be learning from the mistake plus plan for the next day, like that. ठीक है? और कोई question? Any other question? Queries?
Next question is by Sajjad. He's asking if strength and passion is in different field, then which one to choose?
So then you have to choose your strength, because passion, it may not be passion, it may be craze. I have written in my book also, like recently I published a book on parenting teenagers for wholesome success. So basically there is a difference. A part of it was about career. So there I wrote there that see, youngsters have a problem of not being able to identify their passion and getting driven in a craze. कि जैसे कोई बोलता है मुझसे कि सर मैं पायलट बनना चाहता हूँ, तो मैं उसको बोलता हूँ कि भाई तूने क्या, why do you want to become a pilot? तो बोला नहीं, बस अच्छा लगता है, हवा में उड़ना अच्छा लगता है. अरे बाबा, पायलट हवा में नहीं उड़ता है, पायलट जहाज को उड़ाता है, वो डिफरेंट चीज है ना. तो हवा में उड़ना अच्छा लगता है, मतलब कब उड़े थे तुम लास्ट टाइम? कब उड़े थे भाई? So you see that is the way maximum number of people are thinking about passion is what gives me happiness. Yes, it gives you happiness, but I already told you the formula of happiness is not to focus on yourself, but to focus on others' happiness, which means passion is what I can do for others, which makes me happy. Okay, passion is not identified by what just makes me happy. नहीं, selfishly तुम अगर happy भी हो जाओगे तो तुम क्या body, you cannot make a career out of just making yourself happy. You can only make a career when you contribute to someone meaningfully, right? So that's why you have to choose your strengths. In case if there is a difference between strength and passion, that means you are going driven by some, somebody's ideas or some wrong thoughts somewhere. Maybe you got some wrong idea somewhere, or maybe you like something, but you don't have strengths in that area. So either you make your strength in that area, or otherwise you choose something which is in your strength. जिसको मैं बोलता हूँ आपको सिंपल सी बात बताता हूँ, that it is better to do something with excellence rather than being a mediocre in a field, yeah, so it's better to be excellent in something rather than being mediocre in 10 other things, that's what I'm talking about. Be excellent in something, you will be able to get more happiness. You are mediocre in 10 things, you will not be satisfied. Yeah, so that's why your strengths matter the maximum. And what is the difference between craze and passion? Craze temporary होता है, आज आएगा कल चला जाएगा. आज बोलेगा पायलट बनना है, कल बोलेगा नहीं नहीं मुझे नेवी मर्चेंट बनना है. अरे पहले डिसाइड करो भाई क्या बनना है. एक ऊपर है और एक नीचे है. No. So like that, craze keeps changing, whereas passion is something which is very deep call from within. And generally the deep call comes when you want to engage your strengths for a higher purpose, higher cause, while making somebody else happy, not just yourself, right? Okay, so that's the difference. Anyone else has any other question? Are you liking what I'm speaking? Is it making you think deeply about the importance of your time in life? Yeah, any other question? I'm not seeing on the chat anybody active. If you have any more questions, you can put me, or you can open up your mic and speak. Let's give opportunity to others. They can speak on mic if they wish to. Yes. You can also give your feedback for what you learned today. Did you feel it good?
Are you can get more out of sir if we ask good questions?
Sure. Anyone can ask questions. Either on the chat box or on the or just directly open your mic and speak. Okay, something on the chat box. Okay, Nitin is saying I'm feeling sort of enlightened. Very good. So thank you for your response, Nitin. Okay. Thank you, Musharraf and Muskan also. Yeah. So anyone else wants to ask any more question? Your time is very valuable. इसको हमें regret नहीं करना है. Regret नहीं करना है तो आज हम decide करेंगे कि what is my direction, what is my strength and what is my passion, and we use it for a higher purpose. If you have any question, please ask me. I can answer now. Or you can read my book on time management also, which is there. I'll just share that. I can just show you. Just a second. I'm just trying to share something. So here at the end, you can see this. These are the books which I have written. This I am converting into a novel, so this is no longer right now. So I have written another book on parenting teenagers also. So if you want to read this book on time management, it is available on my website www.amalamdas.com. I also have my YouTube channel. You can go and see the videos in my YouTube channel also. AMAL M Das official. Instagram I'm not so active, but yes, if you want to see, there also posts are there. YouTube channel is also there. So just wanted to show you. Yeah. Any question? Question, comments? How did you feel about today's session? So Muskan is saying it was an insightful session. Thank you. Anyone else can type? Kshitij, you have any more questions?
I have one that is on energy, since like we all are in campus, most of us. So in campus, it takes a lot of energy to do what we want to do. So anything on energy management along with time management. Yeah. Sometimes we have a lot of time, but energy is less.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. See, you are in the right age of your life, Kshitij and all others. Well, see, you won't have as much time as you have right now after 2-3 years of your life. Please understand. This is the time for investing on yourself, identifying what you would like to do in life. You see, later on, you won't have this much of a luxury. When you start working, you have to go from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock or even more sometimes. And you have more responsibilities in life, right? Later you get married, you have a wife, you have a child, you have so many. You don't have time in life, right? Later on. Right now you have time. तो बोलोगे कि सर हम enjoy कर लेते हैं. हाँ ठीक है, enjoy करो, but enjoy ऐसा करो कि lifetime तक enjoy करते रहो. ये नहीं कि आज enjoy करेंगे और कल रोएंगे, है ना? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. है ना? That's what. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि 5 साल के बाद सोचो कि यार मैंने अपना time waste कर दिया. I could have done so many good things in campus, but I did not do it. देखो आप अभी यहाँ पे अपने ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करो, learn more skills, learn more good ideas and thoughts, like you have interacted with me today, so you got some ideas, you got some thoughts, right? So this is what you have to do, learn a lot, choose a direction in life, choose a purpose, have some good friendships with people. This is what you should do in the campus. So Sudhir is saying that it takes a lot of energy. Yes, it takes a lot of energy if you do things alone, but if you get a group of people, like-minded people, which is called as cooperative group, so I call them as cooperative learning groups, right? So if you have this cooperative learning groups, you have a group of 4 or 5 or 2 or 3 or whatever number, maybe generally these cooperative groups are maybe 4 or 5 maximum, they are not too much big. So you have that kind of a group, it will take less energy to do something. Okay? So explore, this is a time of exploring, learning, learning from others, learning from books. Book reading का habit, आपको होना चाहिए. देखो अभी कर सकते हो, बाद में बोलोगे सर टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, है ना? अभी आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो, है ना? So आप कुछ सीखो, so सीखते रहो आप. You can learn so many things in the direction which you want to go. Keep learning. वीडियो गेम्स नहीं खेलना चाहिए आपको इस समय. खाली बैठ के इंटरनेट वीडियो गेम्स खेलेंगे या फिर क्या है वो, हमारे टाइम पे वो था, वो वॉर वाला गेम, मैं भूल भी गया क्या, मैंने कभी ज्यादा खेला नहीं उसको, क्या था वो, कुछ तो स्ट्रेटेजी गेम्स होते हैं ना, वो एज ऑफ एम्पायर और वगैरह वगैरह, ऐसे मैंने तो ज्यादा खेला नहीं, मेरे कुछ दोस्त लोग खेलते रहते थे. एज ऑफ एम्पायर आजकल अभी नया आ गया होगा आप लोग के टाइम पे, है ना? कुछ तो वो एक गन वाला भी गेम होता था. लोग खेलते रहते थे. देखो खेलने का उम्र होता है एक, आप लोग उस एज को क्रॉस कर चुके हो, यू आर इन 18, 19, 20, राइट? इट्स ए मोर रिस्पॉन्सिबल एज, है ना? अभी अगर इन्वेस्ट नहीं करोगे टाइम ना, तो बाद में बहुत मुश्किलें हो जाएंगी. ठीक है? सो प्लीज टुडे, इफ वन थिंग यू हैव टू टेक फ्रॉम मी, प्लीज गो बैक एंड लुक एट योर लाइफ. आर यू सेटिस्फाइड? आर यू हैप्पी? इफ दिस इज द वे यू विल लिव योर लाइफ आफ्टर 10 years, विल यू रिग्रेट और विल यू बी हैप्पी? ये क्वेश्चन आप आंसर करो आज शाम को बैठ करके आराम से, है ना? किसी को बताना नहीं है, मुझे भी नहीं बताना. आप अगर बताना चाहते हो तो मेरा मेल आईडी ले लो, amalmdas.connect, सो डॉट बीच में, CONNECT, amalmdas.connect@gmail.com. आप मुझे मेल भी कर सकते हो आपका आंसर. आज सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर करना रात में, अगर मैं जैसे लाइफ जी रहा हूँ 10 साल बाद, क्या मैं खुश होऊंगा या फिर मैं रिग्रेट करूंगा? और अगर आपको आंसर मिलेगा कि नहीं शायद मैं रिग्रेट करूंगा, तो आपको प्रायोरिटी मैनेजमेंट करना चाहिए आज शाम से, है कि नहीं? और आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि हाँ मैं बहुत खुश होऊंगा, तो फिर आपको वो करते रहना चाहिए जो आप कर रहे हो, है कि नहीं? दैट्स द एसेंस ऑफ टाइम मैनेजमेंट. थिंक ऑफ द फ्यूचर. क्या फ्यूचर में जो मैं कर रहा हूँ प्रेजेंट में, क्या वो सही होगा? विल आई बी हैप्पी डूइंग दैट इन द फ्यूचर? यस, बहुत बढ़िया. नो, चेंज इट. दैट्स द थिंग. ओके, सो आई थिंक दैट्स नाइस. थैंक यू सो मच. Clash of Clans, yeah, there are many games which are just coming up. कोई तो बोल रहा था मुझे PUBG, like I never watched PUBG also, क्या है वो मुझे पता नहीं, but somebody was telling PUBG this that, because मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं है भाई, इतना सब कुछ अच्छा करने को है, like I'm enjoying my life so much, इतना सब कुछ अच्छा करने का है कि मैं बोर नहीं होता, और मैं इसलिए गेम्स नहीं खेलता. जब आदमी बोर हो जाता है तो गेम खेलता है भाई. जब इतना लाइफ इतना एक्साइटिंग है, करने को इतना सब कुछ है, तो फिर व्हाई शुड यू जस्ट प्ले गेम्स? ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट. आई होप दैट यू विल यूज दैट टाइम प्रॉपर्ली. आई होप दैट आई कुड डू अ लिटिल सर्विस टू यू बाय गिविंग यू अ स्मॉल मैसेज which can help you. Thank you so much. Nice meeting all of you today.
I just wanted to present the vote of thanks on the behalf of SCS. So I'll share my screen for that.
Okay.
Is it visible? So this is one memento that we give to every speaker who comes to Varanasi, online or offline, and gives a lecture to us. So this is for you, sir, for guiding us. You started the session by teaching us the importance of time, having 86,400 seconds a day, how important they are, and then you took the help of various games to explain it in as easy manner as possible, and we got a lot of lessons related to time management specifically, and some life lessons as well, that if we are able to employ well, then that can be really helpful to us. And this moment is actually very small from our side. Reason being that AMAL M sir has been a constant speaker for us for student counseling services. He has taken a lot of sessions. Even for this one, I remember like we were planning something different. Then something happened and we realized that maybe we can approach AMAL sir, and he agreed on yesterday only. So that was really a big thing, sir, taking out your time out of your day, busy day rather, because like Mr. Jayant, his secretary, told me that he's busy in his next book and has been devoting a lot of time to it.
Thank you so much, Satish. Thank you. It was nice meeting all of you. All the very best. Thank you.
Out guiding us in the same way. So I'll
Thank you
stop
so much.
the screen share now.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I'll take your lead.
Yes, sir. Thank you to the audience as well, and as said by Kinshuk, clash of claps for sir.
Thank you. Nice meeting all of you. Let's hope we'll meet some next time, and maybe if I can come to your campus, we can have a good interaction. You know, off the camp,
Yes.
off the session also. That would be much more meaningful, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Yes.
We'll try to arrange one depending on your schedule.